don't think I want to commit to 3 colors and build around that. Got another crystal. This feels powerful, being able to mutate and buy back cards. So I'm gonna... Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought we had to confirm our picks. I'm wondering if I... What is transcode status? I don't know what that means. But yeah, I didn't actually mean to pick the lurker there. I was trying to pre-select it while we read some of the other cards. I'll be more careful next time. I don't know what else was in that first pack. Okay. Suffocating Fumes is good for getting rid of tokens. Ooh, Blood Curdle seems excellent. It goes very well with our Boneyard Lurker. So a lot of things that put different keyword counters on. Yeah, I think I want Blood Curdle here, and then I'm hoping to wheel Jungle Hollow. Oh, awesome. Very good. All right, I'm going to confirm this pick. I'm not sure. Maybe I had accidentally clicked the lurker before clicking it again. I don't know why it just picked that one. But I'm glad that you can change the quality to fit the best for your bandwidth. All right, well, Triome, excellent fixing, and we can cycle it. So I'm actually leaning towards that unless there's something great here. And yeah, Lurking Deadeye does seem good. So it's between Lurking Deadeye and just the Triome. I am a big fan of making sure your mana is good. Lurking Deadeye is a common. There's a good chance we see another one, and you don't need too many of this effect. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Triome. And yeah, now it's giving me the option to confirm each time. So I'm going to assume it will normally do that. Yeah, I think all of our internet connections have been kind of garbage lately. I think the stream has dropped to the past 2 days. So it is not just you, Mark. Although right now I've got green lights on my streaming software, so hopefully it's going smoothly. All right, Unlikely Aid in his interesting combat trick. There's not anything else that I'm too interested in. If we want to be a really grindy deck, but we already have this effect. I don't know that we want to take a Survivor's Bond here. And other colors. I do like Frostlinks a lot. And we're not committed to green per se. We also have the ability to support Abzan with the Triome, but I don't think I need either of these 2 cards. I think I'm going to speculate on a Frostlinks here. I could also try to cut black by taking this, but I'm going to go ahead and speculate on the Frostlinks. If blue ends up being open, we'll be really happy to have that. And if we end up straight green-black, not having one Unlikely Aid is really not something I'm going to miss. Oh, and I think we got paid off because there's a Godzilla card here. Each creature costs 1 less if it has Mutate, and whenever you cast a creature spell that, if it has Mutate, you draw and discard, so you loot. We also have Reconnaissance Mission. Yeah, that seems slow though. And again, better in an aggressive deck as a top end. I think I am going to lean... Oh, we also have the Essence Symbiote though, which is really good and on color. So this is actually a very difficult pick. It's between the Symbiote and the Baby Godzilla. I think I'm going to stay on our colors here, just because this really is a very heavy build around. We need a lot of Mutate cards to make that good. Okay. A Monstrous Step, that seems not particularly exciting. So it looks like black is getting cut though, so that's something we need to keep in mind. We may be looking to pivot into green and another color as our color combination. And it looks like blue is open. We see a lot of blue cards coming through. So I feel like Excavation Mole plus Boneyard Lurker is very much a thing. I'm going to try to see if we can make this work. Okay. Oh, and now we are seeing some black cards. We'll see how good they are. the Night Squad Commando. That's a fairly unexciting one. Got a Honey Mammoth on color, but also pretty unexciting. So maybe Mutual Destruction makes the most sense. Yeah, being able to trade against their most impactful creature. And if we can end up getting some cards to steal some creatures, that could be a really nice combo. Alright, we've got Spinnerets, which I have no interest in. Anticipate, which is pretty good. And a Durable Coil Bug. So I feel like we want to go for some sort of a graveyard synergy deck. We're going to try to load up our graveyard and bring things back. Alright, we've got another Crystal. A really bad hand disruption spell. And a Pangolin. Yeah, I think we're going to take the Crystal and just really make sure our mana is good. And we can always cycle those. We could even end up in a cycling theme, perhaps. Oh, so this was the Crystal from our first pack. So that's our pack coming back to us. So it looks like people are not valuing fixing particularly highly right now. I imagine that's going to change as more of the 3-color decks sort of get figured out. But right now it does look like we're getting fixing pretty late in the drafts. Okay. Oh, yeah, none of these cards are particularly exciting. I'm actually going to take the Wilt. This makes sense as something you may be able to main deck because you can cycle it. So we'll grab that one. And, sacrifice, gain life, draw a card. Again, if we can get some of their creatures, sacrificing could be a thing. We need to get into red to do that. But I don't love any of these cards. So I'll go ahead and grab the Poacher. And we do have the ability to return cards from our graveyard with something like a Boneyard Lurker. So we might be able to draw cards in that way. Yeah, we'll just take the Unlikely Aid here. It's unlikely to make our deck. Sideboard card here, but don't really want to get the Reconnaissance Mission. We want people to take blue cards so that our colors will be open. So we're going to pass along those cards. And a lot of players will actually take the land here just to signal that red is open, but I don't care that much about that. Alright, we've got an ultimatum, but this one is not one that we can possibly cast, so we're going to pass on that. We have a Mentor. We do have a little bit of fixing for white mana between the Crystal and the Triome. But yeah, unless we're building some sort of a Vigilance deck, I don't really see this being particularly good. Unexpected Fangs. Oh, okay, we got a Great Horn, and I think that's exactly where we want to be. Just a really solid Mutate creature, helps fix our colors, helps ramp us. Well, not exactly ramp us, but get us more lands. That seems like a really solid pick. Unexciting for a first pick, but definitely something that improves our deck. Alright, and then we have Mythos of Brokos. Search your library card, put that card in graveyard, then shuffle. That's a lot of hoops to jump through for this effect, I think. I'm leaning elsewhere. So we have this Coil Bug, which is a combo that's very slow with the Bushmeat Poacher. But unfortunately, there's not much in this pack at all for us. If we want to move into a third color, we could consider like a Capture Sphere or a Porcupine Parrot. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the Mythos of Brokos, but it's not very exciting. But it is on color. Okay. And we've got another Triome. It only is one of our colors, so we're not interested in that. And yeah, I feel like, unfortunately, these packs have not broken our way. You missed us 4-3ing the first draft. I think you were here when Gabby Sparks totally ran over us, and that was the beginning of the end. But yeah, we're trying to draft a green-black graveyard deck currently, and I'm not super optimistic about how it's turning out. I think that maybe this is not the best color combination to be in. We'll see, though. All right. Ooh, interesting. So if we can go with some tokens, we could kind of burn our opponent out this way. We also have the sacrifice card, which could combine quite well with this. Although Easy Prey looks like a much better card, and just all around good. And then maybe we can get a Lurking Deadeye. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Easy Prey. It's just a much easier card to make useful in your deck, whereas the Bastion is kind of a build around. This seems awesome. So a sweeper that you can sort of plan out the board to be kind of a one-sided wrath. That seems incredible. What is the Hemophage? All right, well that's also awesome, but I've got to go with Extinction Event. All right, so maybe we just had an unlucky couple first picks there. All right, we got an Evolving Wilds, which is very likely our pick. We also have Greater Sandworm, which, because it can cycle early, makes it not too bad. I feel like I want the Evolving Wilds here. I don't think I'm going to miss the Greater Sandworm. And I don't really think I'm going to miss the Poacher either. So we're going to take the land there. Okay, a Duskfang Mentor. So you can give something lifelink, and then you can pump it up each turn. A Blitz Leech. That thing looks scary. It's got a lot of teeth. And target creature gets -2/-2. Remove all counters. So this is like a weird 6-mana removal spell, but it only gets smaller creatures. I'm not sure how good that is. I think I'm going to grab it, but I don't know if that's going to work out as well as I'm hoping. All right, here we get either the Bastion or the Flycatcher. I'll take the Bastion now. Man, this feels good to be drafting against real players, though, I have to say. We could take another Evolving Wild, which will set us up to splash a color if we see something really cool in the last pack. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, we'll just take the unexciting Coil Bug here. And I guess we'll pretend that we're actually able to use our sideboard and take the Suffocating Fumes. Oh, we have 2 Bastions now, so I feel like this card is one that gets quite a bit better in multiples. And now that could actually end up being a thing. And here we'll grab the Caves. Maybe we'll open a good red card here. So yeah, I actually think we've set ourselves up very well to splash pretty much any color that we open if we open a bomb in a 3rd color. And I was saying earlier, it doesn't seem like people are valuing fixing very highly at all. So being able to get almost last pick Evolving Wilds in a 3-color, like a wedge format, I think is really, really good. We'll see if we get paid off by opening something spectacular in a 3rd color. But as it goes, I'd like to lean into sort of playing a bunch of small creatures, being able to sacrifice them for value. So we already have this loop with the Poacher and the Coil Bugs, but if we can get the Bastions going, we can also be draining our opponent out by doing that. All right, Kogla, the Titan Ape. All right, so this is King Kong, clearly. 7/6, and it fight. Oh, already I like this. This is basically a removal spell on a creature. Oh, and it also destroys artifacts and enchantments. Okay, that seems bonkers. We'll take that. And maybe we'll get back another uncommon card or another good card in our colors. Oh, Ram Through is also spectacular, but King Kong has to be the pick here. Oh, and a Space Godzilla, the Void Invader. An 8/8 Death Touch for 8 mana. When you cycle it, you can put Death Touch on a creature. Actually, this one's not all that good, to be honest. I wish we had more ramp. If we take it, are we missing out on anything? Oh, we're missing out on Ram Through, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. I would love to take Space Godzilla. It's not the right pick. It's got to actually be Ram Through. as much as that pains me. And I don't think it's going to make it back because it just looks too sweet. But at 8 mana, that's a bit expensive. Okay. Ooh. This seems like this could be quite nice, though. We can make them sacrifice creatures and keep mutating onto it, and it's on color. We're not missing anything else that I can see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the Harvester here. All right, and a Zagoth Mamba. Oh, cool. So we've got some, like, mutate synergistic removal here. All right, I am going to pick this one up as well. And yeah, we're looking for some more mutate creatures in green and black now to make this really work. Parcel Beast could be quite good as well. We have the fixing to splash, and that could also just help us ramp out to our bigger creatures, as well as be a nice card draw engine. I think it's better than really anything else in the pack. So yeah, we'll take the Parcel Beast and probably splash it. All right. And yeah, we're gonna have to cut some things here, but we actually have 3 lands in the deck already, so we're pretty close to a normal deck size. I'll get rid of this Unlikely Aid. And probably this Wilt as well. I haven't run into a lot of enchantment decks in draft. Okay, so we've got Unbreakable Bond. That's pretty unexciting, I think. And Easy Prey, which seems very, very good. But we also have the Essence, Symbiote, and a Migratory Greathorn. So this tells me that our colors are open. We definitely picked the right colors. Unfortunately, we only get 1 card from this pack. And it's between Symbiote and Greathorn. I think I'm going to go with the Symbiote just for curve purposes. And we already have the Easy Prey. There's not going to be a ton of creatures that are super cheap we want to kill. And here, this is a token maker if we attacked with anything. Okay. So we do have a lot of 2-drops. I could see this potentially making our deck and working well with Bastions. But yeah, nothing here really. Guess we can just throw a card in our sideboard. And I don't think there's anything worth hate drafting either. All right, this seems really good. I think we want as many of those as we can get our hands on. So we'll grab another Mamba. And yeah, nothing much going on here. We don't need any more Coil Bugs. Don't need the Whisper Squad. We'll just take the dual land, try to mess up someone's mana a little bit. Although we don't actually play the people we're drafting. What's up, Becca? Welcome to the stream. I am absolutely having a blast drafting Ikoria right now. We'll put the Fertilid in the board there. I think our first deck was one that you would really be interested in, so you're going to have to check out the video later with Mark. It was a bunch of giant creatures. Oh wow, Fire Prophecy should not still be in the pack. I'm going to put that in our sideboard. That's a really premium card. I wouldn't be that unhappy to first pick a Fire Prophecy, so I don't know how that one got back around. It was incredible. I think that it was a super fun deck to play, and this set is awesome. It's really unique, feels totally different than what we've been playing, and it's just a blast. The Keep Safe card. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get rid of some of these Coil Bugs. And what else can we cut here? I don't know if we got enough synergy with the Excavation Mole. We do have the Boneyard Lurker and Mythos of Brokos. Let's see, what is our worst card? It might end up being the Mole. Yeah, I think it is. Even though we do have some ways to get things back from the yard, I don't want really just a 3/3, and we're unlikely to put something, because we're not actually reanimating it, we're just returning to our hand, so this feels okay. Got plenty of ways to sack creatures anyway. Okay, so let's check our mana. I think it's really good, actually. We're splashing for Parcel Beast here, and for being able to do the first part of Mythos of Brokos. And in order to splash, we've got 2 islands and 2 Evolving Wilds, and that seems like more than enough. The Triome fixes both of our colors, so that's 7 of these sources each, and Evolving Wilds makes each of those really 9 sources. So yeah, this feels like a really solid mana base, and I think it's ready to go. Let's quickly pick the right, oh there it is, and go with the Ravens for this one. And yeah, let's dive in. Yeah, Becca, we drafted a deck full of like giant creatures, mutators, and a Genesis Ultimatum. And so we were just putting a lot of large things onto the battlefield really rapidly, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm really liking the mutate mechanic so far. I think there's actually interesting decisions behind it too. Oh, she just took a call. No worries, we'll catch her up later. All right. And yeah, we've got King Kong, we've got a Bastion, and the ability to kill a creature, so we're keeping. Thanks, Mark. All right. And yeah, I think if we can get both Bastions going, that's going to be a beating. This card, I feel like, is one that's going to end up quite a bit better than it looks. It's hard to evaluate this type of card, but in my experience, it's easy to underestimate how quickly this adds up. And yeah, King Kong, pretty sweet. I will say there's a lot of text on most of the cards in the new set, starting with their names all the way through the text box. And we're not even seeing the flavor text. Alright, so we can Bastion or Easy Prey, and... So they are stuck on green. I was gonna say I want a Bastion here, but actually, I think I want to take them off of the ability to cast another color spell. Yes, miles of text indeed. Alright, so they are playing the mole. Oh, interesting. Maybe they're mostly green. I have a hard time imagining they ended up mono green. Alright, so here we can Blood Curdle this, or we can Bastion. I think I'm going to Bastion, and part of the reason why is I'm planning on fighting this with Kogla, the Titanate. They play a land, we can force them to spend their turn pumping that. Okay, but they chose not to. Alright, so here, I guess we get rid of the Bristling Boar, and we can put a Menace counter on our creature for our trouble. So we can do this at instant speed. I don't see a reason to do that now. I don't know if they have anything that can make indestructible. So we'll hold off and see if they try to do some mutating or something like that. And then we'll fetch a Forest at the end of turn, hoping to play the Chittering Harvester or the Kogla. But yeah, I'm not sure if they are just mostly green or they are stuck on green only, but they have a lot of forests and green things, so maybe somehow they ended up mono green. There's just not any like monocolor payoffs that I can think of, so it's a little surprising. But I guess it was just incredibly open. Alright, so they're going to get rid of that, which is fine. And we'll take out the Bristling Boar here. They'll hit us for 3, and then hopefully we find our 6th land on our draw step. And if not, we at least have the Coil Bug to slow them down. And yeah, we're not going to chump block. This can do a good job of holding off the Brushwags, or at least forcing them to spend a turn pumping them up. Alright, and we got there. It is time for King Kong. Yeah, and this is a pretty sweet card. So just in case they have a way to get rid of King Kong, I'd like to have a blocker back. Alright, and now we can just start beating down. And yeah, we can now return this human to our hand if they have a way to try to destroy our giant ape, because that does give it indestructible. So they're playing some sort of a fog spell here. But yeah, we have a nice follow-up with Chittering Harvester. And yeah, in mono green, I don't know of a way that they could actually destroy the ape, so I'm okay just playing this out. Oh, we can mutate it. So we can mutate it onto this and make them sack. I think I'd rather mutate it onto the 1/1 though. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, it can't be a human. Okay. Yeah, this is still good. We'll keep the King Kong on top. Yeah, you can return a token to your hand. It doesn't actually go into your hand, Mark, but you can still use that effect. It just goes away, though. So I see no reason to actually play this out. Just in case there is some corner case that they can get rid of our ape, we might as well keep up this protection. Yeah, if you go to return it to your hand, it just leaves the game, but it will still have the desired effect on Kogla. I guess maybe that would have been a reason to play out the Coil Bug. It's okay, we'll just take the hit here. And now we can get the Coil Bug down. And get in with both of these. Although, that doesn't change the clock. Let's only get in with the Great Ape. Just be overly cautious. We're really far ahead here. No reason to give them any opportunity to get us by being able to pump this or mutate this. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we could actually block and then just return this to our hand. So no downside there. Just gonna end up spending their turn tapping their creature and their mana effectively. Although it does have trample. Okay, it does have trample. So this actually is a lot closer than I had realized because of the trample. So let's go ahead and block here. And then we have to think about what we're doing with our attacks. We may need to keep the ape back and just attack with the other creatures. Oh, okay. Never mind. We found a way to get rid of their creature. So let's go ahead and sacrifice the Coil Bug here to get rid of their Brushwag. And again, I'm just going to attack in with the Kogla because it doesn't change the clock. Are you shedding a tear for the poor Brushwag? Yeah, we'll do this at the end of our turn. But yeah, the Brushwag did not stand much of a chance against King Kong. As cute as it was. Alright, a Greater Sandworm is a thing. But let's return this to our hand. And then they have to essentially chump block here. So let's attack in. And then when they block, we'll return our token. Am I sure that I can return it to hand? Or sure that it didn't have much of a chance? We're about to find out. And yeah, we got the Bushmeat Poacher going as well. So play that out, as well as the bug. And hopefully this will do it. No direct damage in green, unless you're playing Ram through with a trample creature. Alright. So off to a good start with King Kong.deck. Pump it up. Got him indeed. Yes, I am quite sure, although its trampling ability did catch me a little bit by surprise. I forgot about that aspect of it. Does everybody think I should get music for the stream? I've been debating this for a while. I've gotten mixed responses to the idea of having music for the stream. I like picking non-copyrighted music so the videos on demand don't get muted, but I'm thinking of getting some music going at least. All right, good to know. Thanks, Mark. Smooth jazz. I like it. It goes very well with our theme of beating down with giant monsters. All right, seconded smooth jazz. Okay, okay. Yeah, I am definitely going to look at that, Raphael. I haven't seen any that jumped out to me, but I'm sure that I can brew up something. Are you still playing the deck? And by the way, welcome to the Twitch stream. Mark, can you send him a couple codes to give him some cards? Awesome. Yeah, I actually am still playing it in standard as well. Whenever I play on the ladder, it is my go-to. Okay, and over here, let's go ahead and get this Bastion going. Thanks, Mark. So Raphael, we're going to send you a couple community codes. You can cash them in the arena store for some rares and uncommons. But yeah, I will brew up an updated Esper Dance list after this stream ends. Alright, let the Frostlinks get in there. Okay, so we've got a lot of options on this turn. We can Poacher onto this, killing that. That seems spectacular. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll put the Parcel Beast on the top. Yeah, this seems like an insanely powerful combination. And I kind of want to just draw a card here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it even comes in untapped. Actually, I'm probably going to cycle that. So let's go ahead and play out a Swamp. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate all the support. I know you're always over on YouTube, and thank you for following over here. Happy to be able to hook you up with some cards. Alright, so they've got their own pretty awesome mutate creature. So, we can set up something where we're sacrificing and then buying things back to eventually kill this. I think for now I'm going to draw a card. Oh yeah, King Kong is a good one. Nothing to, sneeze at. So maybe we go Poacher, play this, and then King Kong next turn. Although I think I want to just hold this to cycle. So let's go Poacher and Forest. And yeah, we'll play out the giant monkey and take out the heron. Parcel Beast is incredible, by the way. So much value there. Alright. So we've got the King Kong fight. Oh, man. Okay, that's a bummer. I still think we want to cycle this. So I'm going to hold off on playing that. Although we do have the ability to draw an extra card each turn, so maybe it's okay to just have a lot of mana. And no attacks here. Oh, nice. Glad to hear it. Alright. So we've got another Chittering Harvester. So we can mutate this onto something and then make them sacrifice. When this mutates, gets -2, -2. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be sweet. We're going to mutate it onto the Parcel Beast. We're going to put the Harvester over it. We are going to take out the Frostlings here. And then they're going to sacrifice their last creature. And at this point, we should probably just be attacking with everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get in there and play out the Symbiote. And we even have Sweeper Protection in the Boneyard Lurker. So we're in a good spot. Not to mention they take a ton of damage if they manage to kill all our creatures. All right. And so I could kill 2 of my creatures here to finish them off. That seems kind of like a showboaty move, though. We'll just finish this the normal way. All right. But yeah, this is a pretty sweet deck, too. I'm really enjoying this mutate mechanic. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with it. And Mark, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear so many people are interested in it. It's a really fun deck. I can't stop playing it. I will have to find some incarnation of it to take into Ikoria Standard after I try all of the newly possible decks, that is. I was really enjoying both the Feather and the Flash deck earlier as well. All right. We're going to keep chugging along, though, with this pretty cool draft deck. Yeah, I think that the mutate triggers make that mechanic really quite interesting. I think without those triggers, yeah, I did Dimir Flash, Raphael. It was good. I misplayed it a little bit early on, but it felt very, very strong. All right, and this is definitely a keep. But it's definitely one that you have to think about how you want to both spend your turn and when you want to play your cards. But yeah, it feels really strong. The deck list for it, I linked it on Twitter if you want to see the deck list. And I also did a video recently on YouTube where the deck list is also linked. Okay. So we can keep up the ability to kill something by playing out a swamp. I think that's good. So we can spend our turn killing whatever their play is, hopefully, if it's 2 mana or less. Otherwise, we can play this out tapped next turn. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see what they've got going on. Okay, so Fertilid, we're not going to be able to kill. I'm actually going to cycle the Easy Prey here. They don't seem to have anything 2 mana or less in their hand. And I'd like to just get our creatures down as quickly as possible. So here, I think we want to play out the Evolving Wilds. Grabbing a Forest. And then play out the Great Horn next turn. So I'm wondering if they're going to end up using this just to ramp. No, it looks like they have enough lands. But yeah, if we... Okay, so I think this is going to work out okay for us because we're going to play the Great Horn and eventually mutate the Harvester onto it. So I like them having less creatures, although a 6/7 is kind of huge. Yeah, this is definitely a slower game. I agree, Mark. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a Forest here. But we do need to put up some resistance to this. It doesn't have Trample, thankfully. So we can go Great Horn, and then next turn, if they don't play another creature, potentially mutate onto this. That seems like our best shot. Okay. But yeah, if they do have another creature or can get rid of our Great Horn, I'm not sure we're going to be able to survive this. Suppose we can throw down some chump blockers for a little bit until we find King Kong, potentially. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So that's not great. We can... Ooh, okay. So we need to set it up where we are mutating onto this to take out the Frostlings. Unfortunately, we're just a 1 mana shy of being able to do that this turn. So maybe we still mutate onto this and hope to find another way to get rid of this creature. Alternatively, actually, we can do this and play out the Bushmeat Poacher as a chump blocker. Yeah, this is, I think, our best chance. And then we can mutate onto this next turn, potentially. But, yeah, we're definitely in a bind. So the reason I'm doing it this way is we really need to be able to get rid of the Frostlings, so they have to sacrifice this giant thing. And if I just mutate onto the Great Horn here, they just pitch the Frostlings, and I end up with a tapped 4/6. Yeah, if they attack with the Frostlings, I'd be fine with that as well. So, I don't know if there's a pump spell that just kills me here. I think I like going to 2, though. It feels like this gives us the best chance of being able to survive after this turn if we have other blockers back. Okay, and so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and mutate onto the Mamba and hope for the best. All right, no removal. All right, we definitely want the 4/6 there. We want to get rid of the links and make them sacrifice the glowstone. And I don't know of any haste creatures in these colors, so I'm probably going to swing in with everybody here. But yeah, we may have found a way to survive the onslaught of the mutated glowstone recluse. We'll see. If they have a way to save the Frostlings here and then sacrifice it, that could be another way we're still in some trouble, but then we could hold back a lot of blockers. All right. And yeah, I don't know, like I said, a way for them to give haste here, so I am going to bash in. Guess they could have a flash creature. Ew. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Okay, not a flash creature. Okay. Yeah, no Settle the Wreckage in this format. Is there? I don't think so. Okay. And, yeah, certainly not in their colors at the very least. Oh, man. Well, we're hanging on by a thread here, but as long as we are able to keep whatever they play at bay, I think we've turned the corner. All right, so they got a 3/3 here. Flash. When it enters the battlefield, it gets -2/-2, remove all counters. Well, this seems really good. Let's just go ahead and get rid of their elemental right now. And get in there. All we need is a chip and a chair. That's right. Coming from a poker background, that certainly resonates with me. This is the chip and the chair game. We show how you can survive with a chip. Oh, and we can ram through here. Oh, that seems awesome. Does anything have trample? Nah. Okay. But this is just a punch card, so we can do it on really any creature. We'll go ahead and do it like this. And we got him. Thank you, Raphael. Appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely really needed to think a lot about how we played that critical turn. I think if we had not waited and played the Mamba, we would not have survived. So I was glad we were able to figure it out. All right, and yeah, that's going to keep us moving along in this premium draft here. Up to 3 victories. Thanks, Mark. But yeah, that was an exciting one. It's always a little bit scary dropping down to 2 life, that is for sure. If they were playing red, by the way, I would have chump blocked with the 2/4 just to stay out of any sort of burn spell or haste range. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Got the Mamba, the Symbiote. The only downside is that's 2 very good targets to mutate onto, but that's all right. And yeah, we'll get that Bastion going as well for all the Overwatch fans. Alright, and yeah, we are like mutate target flooded here, which is kind of funny. Guess we'll go Bastion first in case they decide to ambush one of our creatures when we attack. Oh, they're a companion deck. They're playing a Lutri companion deck. Every card has a different name. Interesting. Alright, and unfortunately we cannot get this with the easy prey. Yeah, for sure. It definitely takes some getting used to. Okay, so this is really interesting. I'm a little nervous. They are going to be able to play Lutri soon. And this is going to hold off our team pretty well unless we can find something to mutate onto. I think I'm going to play this Essence Symbiote here and then cycle the Easy Prey. Yeah, Mutate's been awesome. Oh, Becca, that's your character, huh? I'm a diva person myself. But yeah, I don't know why people have been bashing Mutate. It's been really cool. I think, like I said, the triggers that you get from it make it interesting. Alright, so they've got an Oddity. Hippie Bastion, ride the payload. Good strategy. Can't go wrong with that. May, interesting, Mark. Alright. Okay, so this helps. We get to destroy a creature, put a menace counter on one of our creatures, and get in for a little bit of damage. I guess I destroy the Oddity here. Yeah, I think I need to keep pressuring their life total, so I am going to do this main phase and then put a menace counter on one of the symbiotes and get in this way. And then we can kind of get him with this Blitz Leech if we draw enough lands. He has good reasons. Good to know. Yeah, I find May difficult to play, so good on you, Mark. Alright, so they're going to be able to replay the Avian Oddity. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Bushmeat Poacher down. She's really cool. Was that a pun because she is an Eskimo? If so, I like where your head's at. Yeah, I guess no attacks again. I could attack with everybody, sacking the 1/1, but yeah, I don't think we have them low enough to make a play like that. But yeah, I will sack this 1/1 here to draw a card. Alright, and that Lutri is just looming over in the companion slot. Okay, so we actually need the mana so we can Blitz Leech. Let's go ahead and play this out. And yeah, end of turn. No, I'm going to go ahead and sack now, tapping a green mana. See if we can find a valuable play here. Ooh, okay, Mutual Destruction. So we can get rid of the 4/4, but we still don't have any good attacks. And we don't have any flash cards, so we would have to do this now. I guess I could trade a Symbiote for the Moloch. Yeah, that feels like the best bet. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that and sacrifice this Symbiote. We don't need two of them. They're much less valuable in multiples, and we're slowly chipping away at their life total. Alright, and then the idea is going to be that we're going to attack next turn and flash this in to kind of make one of their blockers less effective. Okay. But yeah, this is going to take some ingenuity to find a win, or we're going to have to draw King Kong. King Kong will definitely help. Alright, so they've got a Wolverine here. And they're going to flash in Lutri. Do they have anything to play, though? They don't. Yeah, we're flooding a little bit here. I can't sacrifice either of these creatures just because I need to mutate onto this to kill that. So what I can do, I guess, is attack with the symbiote and kill the Spell Chaser Wolverine. No, I'd have to... Yeah, this is tough. I think I have to just hold everybody back here. We'll flash in the leech at the end of their turn. Alright, but yeah, we definitely need to find a little bit more action here. Oh, and they're going to hold off on Lutri to try to get the full value out of it. I think that makes sense. They're not under a ton of pressure right now. No need to just flash in a random 3-2. First creature mutates. Okay. So they're going to get to return... Oh no, they don't have anything to return right now. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out ways to get attacks through, but nothing obvious right now. I do very much like they're getting in with the Oddity, though, as it does give us the ability to potentially find a way to punch through some damage. Oh man, okay. So we can't even get in with the leech, unfortunately, because of the first strike here. So we are definitely kind of in waiting mode. And if we have to wait too much longer, we may have to start sacrificing some of our smaller creatures. But I would like to be able to get some mutate value out of at least one of them. Oh, okay. So we can at least sacrifice that now. And draw a card. Now they're going to copy this, I guess, with Lutri. Oh no, they just let that resolve. Okay. That was their opportunity, I feel like. Oh, we have the Blade, the Boneyard Lurker. That's a good draw. Because now we can start throwing away some creatures and getting them back. Alright, so this opens up some different opportunities. Trojan Horse card. Oh, there is. It's the mechanic is called ninjutsu, and well, that's not exactly what you're saying. Ninjutsu, you can swap in an attacker from your hand with an attacking creature and get them that way, but only if the attacking creature was unblocked. But yeah, that would be cool if you could just sort of force through an attack from your hand. That would be an interesting mechanic, Becca. I agree. Okay, so what are we going to get back? We're going to get back the Blitz Leech and the Symbiote right now. We're going to mutate onto this to give something -2/-2. This is very tricky. Alright, I think it starts... Actually, no. We're going to mutate onto the Symbiote and keep making it larger. And yeah, we want it to look like this. Although, what is this Blade Banish? This is in their hand? So if we keep it small... No, it's okay. We're going to do this and be able to sacrifice it when they go to Blade Banish it. This is a very tricky set to figure out. Alright, we'll get both of them. I guess I only am able to get one of them back. Yeah, it's the other card that gets both of them back. Alright, good to know. Is it... Yeah, I don't know if it's in their hand. It looks like it's in their yard. I'm not really sure why it's over there. I guess it's in their hand. They must have gotten it back with something. I missed that part. Alright, but now we can smash with the Boneyard Lurker. Yeah, this seems okay. Want to get rid of this Necro Panther. Alright, and if they just take, that is ideal. So now we get to play out the Bug, and we've got the combo with Bushmeat and Bug, but we have to keep the Bushmeat Poacher up to sack the Boneyard Lurker if they go to Blade Banish it. What card you mentioned would be like time with one of this? Yes, exactly, Becca, which is pretty much Trojan Horse. Okay, so now we are going to respond by sacrificing this. We gain a lot of life. And I think we're setting ourselves up pretty nicely now. We're going to be able to start just chaining the Coil Bug and the Bushmeat Poacher together. Oh, and we've got the Mythos of Brokos as well. So I think we've grinded them out. Yeah, it's a cool mechanic. So basically, you do exactly what you said. You attack with like this nonsense 1/1, and then you ninjutsu in a creature that like draws a card when it hits and does all this other really cool stuff. Okay, so here we've got a lot of options. We definitely want to mutate. We can make this guy get -2/-2. I don't even know where to start here, but I think it starts with the Parcel Beast. Let's go ahead and mutate onto the Mamba. Okay. And yeah, we want it to be on top. And I guess we want the first striker to have less. Now we'll get the 3/3 here. Okay, and we can Mythos of Brokos, but we want to do that with blue mana, which we don't have right now. So let's draw a card off of the Parcel Beast. And we're also very close to just totally burning them out here with the Bastion, actually. Much like when you put the Bastion on the payload, it quickly loads up the damage. We'll play the Symbiote here. The plan is to chump block with the Durable Coil Bug and then sacrifice it. And then we'll be able to, next turn, put King Kong in our graveyard, get it back, along with another valuable spell, and we should be good to go. So I think we figured this one out. It was looking shaky for a while, but I think we're going to get there. All right. And so they have one unknown card, and they've got this Lutri, which they have not yet used. So I think this might be tricky to use because you may have to go into full control mode to do it. Because it says a sorcery or an instant that you control. So that would be like while it's on the stack. All right, let's go ahead and sack this Coil Bug. And draw our card, gain some life. And yeah, this is, again, very slow, but it works. This is a combo. Oh man, we just got everything on that draw, though. We've got Bastion and King Kong. Oh boy. So if we Bastion, I think we just win. I don't think we need to King Kong. So let's go ahead and Bastion it up here. Oh, you want to see the ape, Raphael? Okay, we'll play the ape. And let's go ahead and... who do we want to pick off here? I guess we'll get rid of the 3/3. So, we could have just started sacrificing creatures here, and probably won on this turn, but King Kong is pretty sweet. We got to get him in play. Yeah, I guess our menace creature isn't out here anymore, so it was going to take a little while anyway. Might as well get the ape down. And yeah, they're in quite a bad spot here. We're definitely not attacking though. No need to throw away any of our creatures. And next turn, we can swing in with King Kong. We can sacrifice stuff. We can buy back things from our yard. We've got a lot going on now. All right, so the Mythos is a reference to the oldest piece of art humans know of. Interesting. Okay, it does look like a cave painting. That makes sense. Huh, that's a good call. I could definitely see this slotting into a cat oven deck for sure. Just all of the life drain. Yeah, it's actually, it's sort of similar to the Mayhem Devil, but a little bit harder to remove. And obviously you can't target creatures with it, but yeah, I could see that being good in one of the sacrifice decks. And Raphael, I don't know if you've seen Fiend Artisan, but Fiend Artisan is also going to be pretty insane in the sacrifice decks. I could see that being a staple. Alright, so they're going to get rid of our symbiote here, sadly. But that will be enough for us to kill them by sacrificing the 1/1. Oh, no it won't. They found a life gain land. Okay. But, let's see. Is there a way to get them on this turn? I don't know. Let's swing in with the ape. What could we return from our yard to get them? There's got to be a way. Okay, yeah, we can return a Blitz Leech, although we won't be able to... Okay. So they're going to help us out by killing our King Kong. We'll go like this. And after all this resolves, we'll sacrifice our 1/1 here to get the last points of damage in. Or point of damage. Yeah, this is a pretty sweet deck. I definitely feel like it's quite good so far. Alright, and Mark, thanks for filling us in on the lore behind the Mythos of Brokos, which just sounds like a ridiculous card name. Yeah, it is. It's working. I feel like we've had to really think to earn the victories, but it's got the capabilities. Alright, we'll keep it going. How's everybody's day been so far? I know we got some people that joined us pretty recently. Raphael, how'd your day go? The name is also the story of you after seeing the set and buying everything. Yes. We will all be a little bit brokos after stocking up on Ikoria. Alright, we've got the crystal here. I'm going to keep this one. We've got a 2-drop, and then if we're able to hit a 3rd land, we get our fixing going. Alright, get the symbiote down. Okay, and just like we drew it up, we'll get the crystal in play. It is nice that that doesn't come into play tapped. You get to use the mana the turn it comes down. Yeah, sometimes I feel the same way. I teach, and I'm now doing like the distance learning thing, teaching from home, but it is a ton of responding to comments and emails and all that, and setting up digital stuff, but I can't complain. It's been good. All right. Got a poacher here. We don't have the ability to, unfortunately, mutate onto this. And I'm definitely not going to waste Extinction Event on the Far Finder. So let's go ahead and just resolve the poacher. But yeah, right now we've got all even number cards. So if they happen to play all odd number cards, we can really get them with the Extinction Event. And they're trying to help us out, it looks like. Yeah, we've also got a 6 and a 2 in hand. Well, the good news is when you work from home, you get to watch Ikoria early release events. So here, I think we attack with the poacher, play out 2 more 2-drops, setting up a mass extinction for next turn. And yeah, this feels pretty solid. We're also just 1 mana away from playing out King Kong. Alright, so we're going to have to kill this with King Kong, and then we can just wipe the rest of the board with the Extinction Event. They are drawing another land here. Okay. So let's go ahead and mutate onto a symbiote. Put the larger creature on top, which is almost always what you want to do. And we'll grab a swamp here. Okay. And now, next turn we can Kong them and then wipe the board, but only their side of the board. So here, we're going to sacrifice this. A lot of mail. Okay, gotcha. Do you think they'll let you work from home, like, permanently now that you're working from home at this time? Alright, let's go ahead and con them. And as I mentioned, the follow-up plan is to just completely wipe their side of the board. So we can still get in with the poacher here. Alright, and yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. I hope they play a 7 drop here. We are certainly trying to ace this draft, and it is a real possibility. Let's go ahead and get rid of all the odd number creatures. That seems like a good play, considering the board state. It goes to 7 wins, actually. So yeah. Exile each creature with current mana cost of the chosen value. So we're going to do odd. Want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. And I like the animation on that. That felt like a pretty big swing there. And yeah, now we're going to bash them. Alright, so they do get to flash in this adaptive spin shimmerer here to survive at 1 life. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to try to hit 7 wins here. That is definitely the goal. It's always the goal. Alright, Luris. You can cast 1 permanent spell with conversion cost 2 or less from your graveyard. There's nothing in there because we exiled everything. Alright. So we can try to plan our attacks in a way next turn where we sacrifice whatever they would gain life by blocking. Oh, they've got all sorts of companions, just not in the companion slot. Yeah, lifelink indeed. We're going to try to mitigate that with the bushmeat poacher. Alright. Let's see. Could also get something back here, like the migratory guy. So I think we attack with the bug and King Kong, and then we sacrifice the bug. That seems correct. And yeah, unfortunately, they're going to block King Kong with both of these. Or maybe they're not. I was going to say, I'd love to have them block the bug here with that, but let's go ahead and sacrifice it. Oh, that Bastion would have been nice a little bit earlier. Okay. And yeah, we don't have a way to kill a creature of our own just yet. Let me go ahead and actually play out this Triome here. We're going to have a lot of things to sink mana into on the coming turns. So yeah, they can swing in with Luris, gain 3 life back, but then they don't have a life-linking blocker. So they are definitely on the ropes. Okay. So they do get to make a huge flyer and draw a card here. But again, being at 1 life, it's hard to imagine they find a way to survive. So they're swinging it with everybody. Does that mean they have a board wipe of some sort? I'm just going to take this. Because of the lifelink, if I had blocked, I would not be able to kill them there. Alright, so they get to kill King Kong, except I can do this. So they don't get to kill King Kong, and we get to bash in. Alright. Cruising through this draft. Alright, let's see if we can make it all the way. Becca, how was your day? Have you returned from your phone call? It is a nice ability on Kong. Kong has a lot of text on it, and it's all good. So yeah, the ability to return a human to give it indestructible is very nice. Yeah, this deck is quite good, I think. It's slow. I think it could stumble and have trouble against more aggressive decks. But if it goes to the long game, there is a lot of possibilities to kind of create these combos where you keep drawing cards or protect permanents and looping things. So yeah, the opposite of Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, it gets rid of the human instead of creates the human. Although the good news with Kong is that if it's a normal human and not just a token, you get to replay it. Alright, busy day. Well, glad you can relax and watch the magic now. Alright, the Mighty Linguini. That sounds like a magician name. Okay. We got the Parcel Beast, we got the Bastion. This seems awesome. Oh, very kind of you, Becca. A magician name in the Pasta District, exactly. The Great Linguini. Because it can't be like a powerlifter name, because Linguini doesn't inspire thoughts of strength. Maybe that's what they're going for. The old oxymoron. Alright, let's get this going. Italian chain restaurant. Yes, that is probably more accurately what it describes. Oh man. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a green mana down. So this is a cool kind of build around. If they got a lot of cycling, they can make a bunch of 1/1s. Our Bastion should hopefully be able to slow it down a little bit. Yeah, it's protein pasta. Good call. That is actually a great protein pasta brand name. The Mighty Linguini. You've got to market that, Becca. That idea has merit. Just gonna crack a window real quick, get a little warm in here. All right, and we're back. You could be a comedian slash protein pasta marketer. I think that is your calling, Becca. Exactly, all the hot Ikoria action markets heating up the room. Okay, so what do we want to put down here? There's a lot of options. So we want to put down the one that gives us the least benefit to mutate. So I guess it's this one, and we'll mutate onto that. And then we can Parcel Beast and do all that other good stuff. That is quite the combo. That is an even better combo than whatever we're doing with this draft deck. Alright, unfortunately our Migratory Greathorn was not long for this world, so we're going to have to try a different creature to start mutating onto. I suppose I could just get rid of the Valiant Rescuer as well to make sure they're not able to cycle and do a ton of stuff. We lose the Menace part there. I'm not that worried about another 1/1 or 2 anyway. Let's play the Parcel Beast out here. And notably, you cannot mutate onto a human. Otherwise, I would have been more inclined to play the Night Squad Commando. But you can only mutate onto non-human creatures. Shark Typhoon. Alright, I'm a little worried about what's going on there. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get our Harvester out there, but this is scary. I feel like there's about to be a lot of giant sharks. Raphael, you like the Shark Typhoon card? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to beat them pretty quickly because Shark Typhoon is definitely quite scary. So it's only non-creature spells, but that is one of them. Okay, so that's a good start to their Shark Typhoon. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to somehow force through a whole bunch of damage really fast. Oh, we can easy prey that though. That is the one nice thing. It is a token, so it has converted mana cost 0. So we will easy prey the first shark, but I suspect later sharks will be much harder prey. Ooh, we also found King Kong. So let's go ahead and destroy this, planning an attack with the Harvester. They may cycle to create a 1/1 here. But we have no choice but to pressure them. All the Shark Typhoon emotes. Alright. Come on, Chittering Harvester, get in there. Okay. So, this is going to be a really close one. We are pressuring them, which is good. But, yeah, we can't survive too many more free sharks. The good news is we've got the Bastion. So that can buffer our life total a little bit and give us a way to kind of burn them out at the end. We have 2 more removal spells as well, so that is also helpful. All right, and yeah, I'm just gonna throw the 1/1 in front. We'll see what they've got. This is a first striker, so... But I'm okay buffering our life total there. Zerda the Dawnwaker. Okay. So we have a lot of removal options here. I think we're going to Blood Curdle on the Dawnwaker. And then we have the potential for a mutual destruction. We might have to use that on a shark. We'll see what happens. What is their last card in hand here? Hopefully it's a land. If it's a land, we're in good shape. If it's not a land and it's a non-creature spell, we could be in some trouble. We'll put a menace counter on the Harvester. And let's get in there. Alright. Zenith Flare. Ooh, okay. So they're going to pick off our commando, but they do drop pretty low in doing so. Yeah, I guess they did have some spells there, yeah. So I don't think I want to get rid of the Harvester. We're going to definitely hold off on this Mass Destruction. We're not dead on this turn. And this has Menace, so they can't even attack with one of their creatures. If they do, and they don't have a way to then block, we can attack in and Mutual Destruction for the win. We also do have a Ram through, so we have a lot of ways to get rid of a creature. So it does feel like we're in pretty good shape here. I'm wondering if they drew something with Cycling, perhaps? They seem to have some sort of decision. Okay. So I think this is going to make them get greedy here, and we're going to be able to get them. Because they're going to attack with one creature, planning to double block here. And if they do that, we get to ram through and then hit them in Mutual Destruction. If they attack with nothing, they can potentially survive. Of course, they could find a non-creature spell. Okay. So let's see what they end up doing. It's hard for them to play around everything in our hand. Obviously, they don't know our hand, so... Yeah, the set designers had a blast. This is definitely a fun set to create. Alright, so I'm hoping they attack with one more creature here. Come on, you know you want to. There it is. Oh, okay then. Am I missing something? Do they have lethal? Nope, this doesn't work at all. Okay. So we get to attack, we have a menace counter on this, and then we get to sacrifice it. And yeah, close game there. But we're going to be able to get them with our mutual destruction. Whew, 1 is not 0, as they say. Good game indeed. All right, cruising along. Oh, okay, I can definitely... I didn't know if that was one that was worth getting a custom one for, since there's already the GG. I see a Dana and a Zumi outside. Oh, man. Yeah, what a fun draft format. This has been just an absolute blast. Oh, that's day 9s. Okay. Oh, thank you, Raphael. I like the well played. Very cool. Oh, so yeah, Dana is my girlfriend and Zumi is my cat. They were sneaking up on us at the outside window there. So yes, family. All right, Mr. Bauman, VIP. Let's see what you're bringing to the table. Okay, this might be our first mulligan, although we have something we can cycle. This one's really tricky. I think I am going to mull this, though. Yeah, this is better. We'll keep. And the Mythos of Brokos? No. The Forest can go to the bottom there. Yeah, so the only reason, Mark, I was considering keeping it was because we did have a cycling card, which could have also delayed our opponent. But yeah, I think it was just not good enough to keep, especially with the London Mulligan. I feel like that's one thing I need to work on, is mulliganing a little bit more often than I do. I do think in Limited, it is often correct to keep 7 because it is just a game of resources. You're usually just trading back and forth, so having more of the resources is good. But yeah, that was a mulligan. And here we're gonna probably fetch up a black source. Although we could consider fetching up a blue source since the crystal will give us black. Alright, and they are an aggressive opponent here. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the black source here. And rewarded by the Bastion. So I think this is better than just playing Crystal here. It's going to slow down our opponent quite a bit. And then we do have a couple options for next turn. And we may end up actually cycling this Crystal, depending on what's going on. Alright, yeah, happy to trade here. Again, I think our deck is super strong in the late game, so being able to get rid of some of their attackers and delay the game a little bit works in our favor. Alright, and we have Boneyard Lurker, which unfortunately would only get us back a land, but maybe getting to 6 is okay, and we can start mutating onto it. Yeah, it is a permanent card. I think I'm okay with this. Go ahead and just play out this 4/4. I'm probably going to take a break. I am getting quite hungry, but I'm happy to come back later. What's up, Mark? Did I miss something? Oh, also, it only gets us the card when we mutate it. Oh yeah, you can change the cat. Go ahead and make mine blue as well. Okay, so we can buy back 2 permanent cards with the Mythos of Brokos. We can play out a crystal, but then have no other plays. Yeah, I think I'm just... Oh man, being able to get Kong though with this seems incredible. So maybe we just Night Squad Commando it up as a blocker. And they can pump the Bushwag next turn. This is actually a really tough decision. If we play this out... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play out this crystal. The idea is I want to be able to start double spelling, and I'm hoping to use this to put Kong in the yard and get it back, but we don't have much time to do that. You think... Oh, the opponent is new? We're in our 7th match here, so it is certainly possible if you haven't seen the end of the 6th match. Alright, that was a very good mutate though. They got a lot of power right there. Okay. So we can play the Great Horn, but then we have to chump block with it. Yeah, we're in trouble in this game for sure. Okay. So I think the trick is we play this out, block the big guy, and then mutual destruction to save as much as possible. Oh, we can't block because we don't have a creature with flash. Darn. Alright, so this is just a straight chump block then. And they can pump, but we're not quite dead when they do that. Alright. Oh, okay, that's gonna get us. Yeah, it was a pretty nice dual aggro deck. I don't know that we could have done much differently. We could have maybe played the Mythos on the turn we played this, but I don't think it really mattered there. Alright, so can't get to perfection here, but we can still certainly hit the 7-win mark. Let's dive back in, try to finish this draft off strong. Yeah, no, definitely can't complain about hitting the 6-1 mark so far. All right. But yeah, for everybody, I would highly recommend jumping into a draft as soon as the pre-release starts on Arena tomorrow, because these drafts have been awesome. All right, we've got Orc's Head Magic over here. All right, I'm going to keep this one. And we've got all of our colors. We've got a good creature to mutate onto, a good removal spell, and King Kong. So I'm calling it right now. We're going to take the victory in this one. I think it's called the pre-release. I think the official release date is actually May 15th in North America. So I feel like they're calling it the pre-release. Yeah, they pushed back the release date quite a bit in response to the pandemic. So I think in other parts of the world the release is tomorrow perhaps, but in North America it is pushed back an entire month. Alright, so here we're just going to play the Evolving Wild again and get in there. We'll hold up Easy Prey until the end of their turn, and if they don't play something that is 2 mana or less, we will cycle it. Yeah, I think they announced it maybe a couple weeks ago, Mark. Alright, so they've got their own crystal. Let's go ahead and cycle first. The reason being I'd like to actually hit a forest off this cycle. Oh, the Triome works. Just to make sure we have King Kong mana on time. So having one more forest in the deck instead of fetching it would have been helpful. Oh, okay. So, okay, yeah, I just want to play out the Mamba here. And then we can play, sorry, we'll play that tapped next turn. And Extinction Event, they haven't played much to the board, but we could start considering setting up for getting rid of the odd creatures. Okay, never mind though, they have played a nice even one there. Alright, but we're getting very close to King Kong coming down. So yeah, I think we just play out another Mamba and wait patiently. Alright, so yeah, as long as we hit a land next turn, it feels like we're in incredibly good shape. Ooh, that's kind of a scary one. If they built around this card, this could be quite the engine. And this only gets rid of creatures, sadly. Okay. But we're going to Kong them and start bashing. We're going to try not to let them have enough time to use this engine. Alright, and yeah, unfortunately we haven't found a trample creature to really get the value out of this ram through, but this is a very powerful spell. It's definitely far better than the usual fight cards in green. Rodan, Titan of Winged Fury. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Kong should have trample as well, Mark. So I guess we're just fighting Rodan here. Could also mutate this onto here or here. I don't know. Let's go ahead and fight the Titan of Winged Fury with our Titan Ape. And also let's mutate onto the Symbiote. Like this. Making some giant creatures. Get an Evolving Wild back. Not super exciting, but it's something. And yeah, bash in for lethal. Oh, and we get to destroy an artifact or enchantment. That seems like just icing on the cake. Good game, opponent. Oh, you meant that he has the effect, yeah. Like I said, a lot of text on that card. Alright, so that was really awesome. Super, super fun draft format. And I had a blast doing it. I am going to call it there. Yeah, 7 wins, baby. A lot of fun. Thank you all so much for joining. Really appreciate having you here. And yeah, I'll be streaming at the normal time again tomorrow and Thursday.